The summer solstice falls on the 21st of June this year. It's the day the sun reaches its furthest point from the celestial equator, giving those of us living in the northern hemisphere the longest day. The astrological calendar defines the summer solstice as the start of summer. Many pagan religions see this, the solstice, as a time of new beginnings. It's also associated with fire and passion and a renewal of energy. In many parts of the world, particularly Europe, it was and is traditional to build bonfires on the eve of the solstice, also known as Midsummer's Eve. The flames are believed to drive out evil spirits and cleanse the past to make way for future plans for the coming year and new growth. Well, an Old English ritual says that if you stay up all night in the middle of a stone circle, you can communicate with the Fae. That's the fairy folk. They, according to legend, are out in great numbers on the solstice. This is because they're protecting Earth from the great battle between the Holly King and the Oak King. Fairies are also known to play tricks on humans at this time of the year, and to protect oneself from such tricks is to wear your clothes inside out, apparently. And this in turn protects you from malicious spirits and nasty fairies. Personally, I like to embrace the new season on Solstice Eve and reflect on my intentions for the coming summer months. I also take the opportunity to sit and observe the night sky. It kind of puts everything in perspective for me, really. It makes me thankful to be alive on this earth and to be under such an immense sky. When I was living in England, I would make a pilgrimage down to Stonehenge each year, way down in deepest, darkest Wiltshire. Of course, Stonehenge has long been associated with the summer solstice. In fact, it's been associated with the summer and the winter solstice. And of course, face painting was a big part of that, which I've continued to this day, as you can see.
Good morning, girls and Cornelius. How are you this morning? Come on then.
Que ce soit pour la lune ou le ciel étoilé, nous croirons à la nuit, nous passerons par elle, et nous suivrons les hirondelles sur les chemins de nos étés. Que ce soit pour ce ciel ou le parfum des blés, que ce soit pour la sauge, la pierre ou le lit, pour ce qui passe ou ce qui reste, pour ce qui bouge et l'immobilité, la lune ou l'ombre de la lune, nous croirons à l'éternité. Il te faudra le temps de t'asseoir sur le banc, entre tes mains, prendre ta tête et réfléchir le temps qu'il te faudra, le temps d'avoir le temps, du temps à perdre, ton temps à toi, le temps gagné sur l'éternel printemps de ta misère. De t'asseoir sur le banc, et réfléchir le temps, le temps d'avoir le temps,
It's the summer solstice tomorrow, and I've just prepared my festival fire for the event, which we'll light later on this evening. I've always wanted to build a beacon brazier. I've been keeping pieces of scrap metal for several years now, basically since we finished building the house, for that sole purpose. And here it is. It's well, the chassis of it is made up of an old circular saw frame. There's pieces of shutter hinges, which is what this is,
that as well. And I've also used old iron tyres from cartwheels for the legs. I've basically chopped them down so that they kind of create shapes like this, and it makes quite an elegant stand for it. As I say, I mean, the whole history of beacon fires has always absolutely fascinated me, and the fact that we live on a hill, well, the side of a hill to be exact, it just feels fitting to have a beacon fire here. And you know, it's great for Halloween, for instance, and the other fire festivals as well throughout the year. But this is the first year that we're going to be using it, so it's all quite exciting. Shall I draw the sun?
Yeah.
Okay. Where shall I draw the sun? Here? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the moon I'm done?
It's very good. So this is what we call the stone marking. It's another tradition of ours. This is our own menhir, our standing stone that I planted myself. It's a big stone actually, a lot bigger than what you can see here. It's a bit like an iceberg.
Well, it's a stone that's
Obelix transported it here for us, exactly. But I put this stone in about 3-4 years ago, and I'm hoping in the future to actually build a stone circle, this being the first of the stones. But the problem is, obviously, coming across these stones is difficult, and when I do find them, it's difficult to transport them back to here. So for now, we're just making do with one.
It's called a mini.
A menhir, there we go.
In
That's the
French,
French
mini.
word,
The same.
which means standing stone.
Yeah.
If I do one of my squirrels, it's just
What is squirrel?
a squirrel is just like a
Spiral.
spiral. Yeah, I don't know why I call them a squirrel, but
Now, the fire is lit. It's the first fire that we lit
if
here.
you stand here, you'll be illuminated by the camera.
Nearly. Nearly is the first fire that we do here. Because it's also fire in Halloween, the Fête de la Saint-Jean and all that. So it's so cool. so cool. So cool. And
If you go back near the fire, not too close there, and you'll be illuminated. Ali. Yes, be able to see you. Yeah, was he? Yeah.
And we have a little surprise for you who are watching this vlog.
Go near with the flames, Helena.
But it's a bit weird for me because I never done this in public nearly. So because I'm happy, I wanted to do a surprise for every single person that is watching. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. That's it, done.
Well done. Well done.
But you were some fires that are starting to lit there.
That's all right, darling. That's not a bad beacon fire, is it, that? Not bad at all. I'm pleased with my work.
Nice and warm, at least here.
It's a bit
Can I sing that?
it's a bit blurry, but I'm hoping that you can see our painted faces.
Mine was painted by my lovely daughter,
Oh.
which reflects the love from a mum to her daughter. Helena was made by daddy.
Have a close up of Helena. If you come closer to the fire, we can see you.
And me, that's how much I love my daughter.
And apparently, I know because I've done my own face. I'm the sun, the god of the sun, which is why I've got this David Bowie effect here. I kind of got lost a little bit, but it's all gold and black. And Vero, she's
The spirit, Helena?
The spirit of Savannah Shante.
The spirit of our little valley.
okay. So there's like a green with a stream running
Going
through
through.
it, which is just like
And
our valley,
gold.
and gold
And
as well,
gold.
and silver.
Yeah, silver is stones.
And Helena she's like the what do we say? Like nature, Mother Nature, aren't you?
Yeah.
Basically. So there we go. So
And I would like to sing, but I'm shy.
you can sing. It's okay. Good morning. Happy solstice. I have to keep my voice down because the girls are still sleeping at the top of the field. It was a good night. Very heavy dew, so everything got a bit wet. But hey ho. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. The fire went well, and we did a bit of stargazing before we fell asleep. And you can't beat that, sleeping under the stars. It really is a fantastic experience. Saw a load of satellites and a few shooting stars, which was a surprise for this time of the year. But the good thing here is that the skies are really clear at night. There's very little light pollution, so it's impressive. But anyway, I suppose I'm gonna have to get on. Better let the chickens out as well because they're complaining. And well, I'll see you later.